So, yay, we're live. Okay, so welcome to the next Black Dog, where this month we're looking at Silver Linings Playbook, the movie as opposed to the novel. And joined this month is my lovely co-host Sophie.
Hello.
We have no Jack. He is sans internet at the moment, and we're not sure when he'll be back, but we hope it will be soon. So just the two of us for this month. We're really, really off date at the moment because it's normally coming to you on the last Friday of every month. But our last one was a bit late, so we kind of pushed this one back as well. And with internet problems and technical difficulties galore, we pushed this one back. So yeah, this month is the first Friday. And I was going to suggest, actually, did you want to do the next one a bit earlier as well? Because we could do one pre-Christmas in December and have a nice sort of jolly.
Yes.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Like maybe the 19th?
Sure, I could do the 19th. I'm in London. I
Not the
definitely can't
19th?
do the 19th.
Oh, the week before.
12th would be good.
The 12th.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, okay, so we'll come to you next month on the 12th. And then we're back to our regularly scheduled last Friday of every month.
We'll set reminders on our phones and everything.
I know.
Everything.
It's been quite the past 2 months. But I just noticed that apparently there's a cool little draw app on this now. So I can like draw on your face. Oh no, it's not supported on my platform. Well, F you.
Oh.
Google. I'm probably my computer being
What
screwy.
is your platform?
Well, it should just be, I don't know. I can now no longer exit out of it either.
I don't know if it's me or not. Oh no, I can use it.
So you can draw all over my face.
I can draw all over my face.
Oh. I can't exit it. I can't get rid of it. What have I done? Okay. I don't want to see, because now it's just fixated on my face. Like I like to get my face off the screen.
My
You've got a
screen's blank.
mustache.
Oh, you can see me.
Yeah, I've maximized your screen now.
Oh, I see. Did wonder why I'm lagging so much.
The mustache has got magical lagging powers, you see.
It moves with the face, though. Eventually.
Okay. I think I've got rid of my drawer. So that's good.
I'm just keeping my. Right. Okay. Let's stop that, shall we? How do you? Yes. Good. Okay.
Okay. I think I've made a mistake now. I'm going to have to manually flip back between the two of us, but it's fine. It'll be fine.
Um.
It's all good. It's all good. I can put a spotlight on myself. That's.
I was just about to say I've just maximized your face. More technical difficulty.
Yeah, this is. I don't know. I'm struggling with basics right now. Right. Okay. Moving on. I'm meant to be doing this. So yes, I have notes. I have notes. Some of them don't make sense. Oh yeah, Sophie's got a really bad cough, so she's going to try and mute herself when she coughs.
I hope that worked.
It did. That was really good. Oh, I saw with you. It is quite effective. The one problem is because I didn't recap the movie today to sort of put it with my brain. Like I have one note which says evening dinner, tea and raisin bran, which is when they're in the diner together. But I don't know what
Oh
point.
yeah.
I don't know what point I'm meant to be raising there.
We're doing spoiler warning.
Oh yes. So obviously, if you're going to be watching any sort of Black Dog episodes, generally, especially ones about movies, we're obviously reviewing recap movies, so there are going to be massive spoilers. So if you haven't seen it and you want to, just turn this off now. You know, Save yourselves.
I promise I won't show you my massive spoilers unless you want me to. Ah,
Ha 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 ha. Oh, what are you drinking today? Just as I remember.
Schlur. I'm drinking the last of the bottle of white grape and apple Schlur.
The very last. Ah.
Because I ain't drinking at the moment.
Too cold or
Partially.
due to medical reasons?
Sort of. Yeah, I'm on meds that don't agree with it. I did drink on Halloween and wish I hadn't. So
Ah, that's not good.
I had a bit
Yeah,
of a bad morning. But all's well.
that's not good. That's not good. I've tried to cut back. I told myself I was going to go teetotal for a while because I found that I had started getting like a thing where whenever I had like over a particular amount, I started getting like instantly sick.
Mm.
I don't mean like, tenth drink, I'm like, oh, I feel a little sick. Haha. I mean like second one, third one.
Oh, instant
Um,
sick.
just not like, oh, what bleh, but just not
Ah,
feeling good
it's
at
like a
all.
bullet.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think it was just linked to sort of just dietary problems, but I found that having one, oh, you're choking again.
Please just ignore me when that happens.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But I found that no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Wine isn't too bad, and one glass is definitely fine. I'm having this one, which is probably mirrored. It's a cuvee. I haven't tried it before. It's a Merlot dominated blend with 20% Cabernet Sauvignon,
Oh,
added
right.
to give backbone and classic elegance. So this is your wine
Well,
that we have.
glad we could all do with some backbone and elegance.
I sure could. um. Anyway, I'm trying to get sponsored, for my wines. Get some free wines.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be great. hmm Okay. So, movie, Silver Linings Playbook, which I've been wanting to watch for ages and ages, and not ashamed to say that the thing that then drove me to go out and get it, because I thought I'm actually going to buy this one, was because Bernie Burns said that he really liked it. So I thought I'm going to give it a chance, and I wasn't disappointed.
My
But
my reason was Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not gonna lie.
that's a good reason. That's
And
a
what's
fair
his face?
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, yeah, the
He has
pretty
very,
one.
very blue eyes.
Yeah.
I liked him in Limitless. That was a good movie.
Not seen
Oh, oh, you'd like it. I can lend it to
it.
you.
I probably would. I'm just not very good at sitting down and watching films when I say, "Oh yeah, I'd like to see that." Years go past, and
I'm like it with movies. It's just it's so expensive now as well. I kind of go and see The Hobbit or something in at Christmas time. It's like a Christmas movie, and then I don't go for the rest of the year. But then I cry because all my friends have seen amazing movies, and I'm way behind on still haven't seen The Winter Soldier.
it's good.
I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I know. There's loads of movies. There are others. I haven't seen them. I
Aw.
will. I will get round to seeing them.
Yeah.
I promise. But yes, what did you think of the movie overall then? Just to start with.
I really liked it, although some bits made me a little bit. I think I've mentioned it before when we've been talking about movies that look at mental health. Um, Not cringe because it's not embarrassing, but they make me sort of it nearly anxious,
Yeah.
racy behaviour that makes me feel on edge, even though I know it's not real and I know that they're actors and stuff. I can't.
Yeah, no, I know. Just what do they call it? Like secondhand embarrassment, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's sort of like second-hand anxiousness. It's
Yeah.
oh
Were there
But
any
it's
scenes in particular?
good overall.
Oh, sorry?
But I liked the film overall.
Were there any scenes in particular that you got the feeling of?
Um, like personal space, things that came up between the two main characters, sort of before they get to know each other,
Yeah.
and sort of not saying the right thing, constantly saying the wrong thing and setting someone else off, which happens throughout the movie. So I was
Yeah.
a bag of nerves. Um, but I thought they both portrayed the characters really well. So there's that.
I think that's what I was nervous about. Whenever they kind of cover a mental health thing in a movie or anything like that, I'm always wondering just how it's going to be portrayed and whether they're going to do it justice or whether they're kind of going to like romanticize it in any way, which I really, really hate when when they kind of do can't think of anything offhand.
Like, was it Manic Pixie Dream Girl or something, where it's like, oh, this girl's got so many problems. She's amazing and I love her because of it.
Yes, yeah, and you kind of got depression as this like big romantic thing instead, of rather than being like the
Or,
pile of shit that it is, and just
yeah, or, oh, I love this person so much, I can fix them. No!
no, that's not a good thing. Yeah, the whole manic pixie dream girl trope should just be destroyed with fire. But so how did you feel starting with the main characters? How do you feel with their portrayal of sort of depression and bipolar and everything? Everything.
I really liked the whole, if you've got these symptoms, you don't think you've got them, you think there's not, you don't think you've got them, or it's easier to pretend there's nothing wrong, but you can see it in other people. Like they're drawn to each other because they can see the worst of each other. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they've both got issues and baggage, they know the other one doesn't need to be fixed, but they can help each other, and I think that's really nice. Just by being there for each other.
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed, especially with the start of the movie, so you've got like the massive fight where I can't, oh, why can't I even remember his name in the movie, but Bradley's character, handcuffing, Bradley's character has a bit of an episode when he's staying, because he's come out of rehab, I think, hasn't he? And he's moved back in with his parents, and he's in his room, and you've got those moments where he goes in his parents' room and he's like talking about Ernest Hemingway. Was that who he?
Yeah, like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, and he's having these kind of episodes, and he's also then there's kind of the physical fight with his dad, and he like throws a book through. Doesn't he throw Ernest Hemingway's book through the window? Yeah. So
yeah, he's laying there, and this is before he talks to his parents, and he just shuts the book, and then you see it. The scene cuts to the view of the house, and the book just smashes through the window and flies into the front yard.
Yeah. You've got he's meant to be off meds, and then he's also kind of he's really obsessed with his ex. Well, no, she's still his wife, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually divorced. But you kind of, with the fight and going to look for her at this at the school, and another teacher who works there, and all this kind of thing, and then after the fight with. And then mentioning that he feels really, really foggy when he's on meds. He doesn't feel like himself, and he feels like really down. But then the fight with his father sort of makes him reassess and then take the meds again.
Yeah.
And I thought that was one interesting thing. I mean, I haven't read the book, so I can't can kind of compare the two, and I think I should read that to sort of take into account both things. But because the idea of whether meds are good, you know, how people perceive whether going on to medication is a good thing or not. And I think that there's a lot of arguments of whether people should be on meds or whether we're over-medicating or whether they want to go down a natural route or whatever. But when the point is, I think if you need meds and they help you, then that's not a shameful thing. And that's, so I don't know what your feelings on medication.
I didn't really focus too much on the medication in the film.
It wasn't a massive part. It was just
no. I think that's probably why I sort of glossed over it. Yeah, I think his acceptance of the fact that I don't want to say acceptance because sort of each person has different views on taking meds, that sort of thing. But the fact that he wanted to be a better person for his family and like his future, yeah, made it seem really real.
Yeah, I think it's like
struggle.
Yeah, the fact that they kind of made it maybe then I think that they didn't focus too much on is that he tried to take the medication, and that is this thing that he's thought about. He's looked at the situation and gone, "This is really messed up. It's probably better that I am on meds." And the fact that that isn't made a big deal in the movie, it's like maybe that's just focusing on it shouldn't be a big deal out there in the real world. If you're on medication and you need it, it's improving your life, then that's what matters. And it's probably the fact that it was a small part of it was better than making a massive blowout deal going on the meds and not making that like the main subject, like what the movie was about either, I suppose.
Yeah.
I can move on from the medication side, but the whole relationship with his dad, actually, beyond the fight and just through the whole movie.
What's Dad's the actor's name?
Robert De Niro.
Thank you.
I can't remember. I cannot remember any of the characters' names.
No. Apparently, I can't remember anyone's name. Who are you?
I am just going to, because my memory has completely gone, I'm going to bring this up so that I get all the, just so I know what I'm talking about.
I really like Robert De Niro playing dad characters.
Dad character. Dad character number 1. Pat. Pat Senior, and then the main character.
Pat Senior. Yeah. Patrick.
There we go. I remember now.
I can't remember her name though.
Tiffany.
Thank you.
No, I don't remember myself. But yes, how did you feel about Pat Senior?
I really like the approach to like the OCD thing with the gambling and Lucky Charms, not the breakfast cereal. But yeah, the fact that he believed so strongly in those things and didn't give them up.
No.
The fact that he continued it right to the end and sort of as a sort of, well, even if you do these things, you can still be you. And it doesn't have to be harmful. Although that wasn't really the moral of the end story because it was still gambling and, you know, what was it, the savings or something.
Yeah, I guess one of the things was that however you kind of viewed his behaviour, whether you thought it was a good thing that it stayed all the way through or whether you viewed it unhealthy, it's the fact that this is a major part of who he is. And, you know, kind of just making it all sweetness and light for the sake of the movie is that people live through this every day. And it kind of, I guess, mental health was very much there because of you've got the hereditary aspect. I guess learned behaviours. Pat's been around his father all the time, and obviously you wonder how much of his OCD he's kind of maybe learned.
Yeah.
I only say that because there were aspects about my own father who has some OCD tendencies that I think that I learned some behaviours
Oh,
from him. So I
yeah.
think so. Because sorry, go on.
No, I really don't know. So obviously, well, depression I think is hereditary in some ways. There's a lot of people turn out that a few members of the family have it or suffer from it. So I don't know, the way the brains are wired up or something. Goodness knows. um, yeah, I do find it fascinating actually, the learned versus hereditary,
Yeah, because I
or
think
nature
a
versus
lot of it is going to
nurture.
be, yeah, a lot of it's going to be in sort of coding. I mean, not everything, but I mean, with some OCD behaviors, I can see how some of that could also be learned, I suppose.
Yeah,
Just watching it. Um, I'm just, yeah, we've got father and son time, tying the games into Pat and, his juju and stuff. So Pat needs to be around him to, what do
yeah.
you think of just that whole connection, really? Just portraying mental health in normal moments. Oh, Excelsior! I remember that. Just yeah, Tiffany came into her own when she's trying to sort of allow Pat to have his own life whilst not sort of sweeping the carpet from underneath his father's feet, I suppose. He's like,
Yeah,
look, you can still have your comfort behaviours and let Pat out into the real world. But
yeah.
yeah, there are a lot of uncomfortable scenes in that movie. The whole first kind of meeting scene with the dinner around Tiffany's sisters
Oh, yeah.
meeting and kind of like the camera's meant to be like Pat's through Pat's
It's
eyes and
Tiffany's.
it's like oh so face and then breasts and then bracelet and nails and breasts.
Yeah, and Tiffany's sister sort of insisting on like a normal dinner and just wanting everything to be normal. Oh, no.
It's not gonna be normal.
Let them do the thing.
And I don't think they even touched her food and then she's like I'm very tired now I've got to go home.
Yeah, I felt like that at dinners before.
Yeah. I think I've never been quite so brazen as to just be like, yeah, I'm going home now.
Up yet.
But yeah, that was interesting. And like I guess because Tiffany is not on meds, is she? At any point?
No, I think she stopped taking hers as well.
Yeah, I don't remember her being on them in the movie. I just remember Pat taking them towards the start. Um, but then her being quite candid and saying how she deals with it, and her mention of like, oh, it's my therapy, and that's being her dancing and her little hideaway that she has outside of her parents' house,
Yeah,
and that kind of stuck in my head because of the way that we introduce you to lots of characters and what they all individually talk about, and I guess it says like, well, to me, like loads of people have issues to some extent of that kind of thing. I don't know whether it was kind of making that assessment on people or not.
no.
Oh. I don't know.
I liked the different look at like how people deal with mental health or trauma,
Mm.
like how people deal with it and like socially acceptable ways of dealing with it, and then the not so. like how Tiffany initially deals with the death of her husband.
Oh, when she sleeps with everybody in the office.
Yeah, not socially acceptable. Dan.
And they've got the visitors that come round to her
Yeah,
house as well.
and the sort of another thing that was a little bit uncomfortable about that is how people prey on the vulnerable.
Yes.
So yeah, everyone knew she was going through trauma, and that's what she wanted to do at the time. But then people realised that and fed off it.
Hmm.
Such a
Same. I think a
how
theme. Yeah, that's a recurring theme because with Pat Senior, so he's got his sort of gambling issue that goes hand in hand with his OCD.
yeah,
And you've got the other guy
the
who,
friend, I can't
yeah,
remember his name.
who he makes deals with, and I mean that I don't think can be seen, but is.
Well, he encourages him to do it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't see how you could be a friend with someone that, I guess, knowing that much and knowing that that connection's there and going, oh, I'm going to make this deal because it would be in my favour and completely
Yeah,
taking advantage of the fact
knowing how
that,
much they support that team and knowing that team is less likely to win. Yeah.
yeah. And then seeing sort of, we've got the family dramas and building, you know, the guy is seeing quite a lot of that problems between the father and son unfold, and he's just like, no, we're going to make this deal, and I'm going to get lots of money out of you. And it's like, don't really think that you could call that guy your friend. He's a little bit of an asshole.
Just a little bit.
How about the dance scene between the two? And when they finally did all the practice, and they got and Tiffany's had 2 vodkas, because she thinks that
He's trying to get back with his wife.
yeah.
Well, yeah, after all that time of him saying about the letters and everything, and her not getting any other vibes.
Did you kind of catch on to the Did you think the letter was from the wife, or do you think it was from Tiffany?
I think it was from Tiffany. It was from Tiffany, I'm sure it was.
It was, but I just wondered if you'd kind of thought that as soon as
Yeah,
she'd like given the letter.
not as soon as, but I can't remember what made me realise. There was something that made me realise, and I was like, oh, it's her. I cried at the end.
Oh, what when he chases her out of the
Yeah, and he was like, read it. Read the letter. And I'm a soppy git, so I'm a sap for a happy ending.
It was a nice ending, yeah. I guess what I thought that the movie did well was that what was the normalizing it in just the sense of a day in the life of somebody with a mental health issue, rather than trying to brand them as
Yeah, like the
as,
accent.
as
I love
crazy or romanticizing it or whatever.
that everyone had their own issues. Like the wife, the mother, wife, person name.
Yeah, his mother, Patrick's mother, Patrick Senior's, Dolores.
Yes, that she just copes with it, but by doing the mother thing. So she's like, oh, let him watch his game, sit down with him and watch the game. You know, she tries and brings the family together as her coping mechanism for anything that goes wrong. So she sits them all together and makes snacks, and they watch the game, and that's what she likes.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I can't remember exactly, but I think that there was something that occurred with her which made you kind of think like, oh, she's got her own little
yeah,
going there, not to this level, but again, just how everybody deals in their own way with just the stuff that
whatever.
they're sorting out in their life, really. But just the fact that they didn't try to. There wasn't any sort of miraculous getting better, getting over your issues at the end, you know.
No, they still have
Um,
issues.
Not like, oh, I'm suddenly bipolar free. Oh, suddenly my depression's like floated out the window. It doesn't exist anymore. Um, so I thought that it was probably one of the more honest portrayals of mental health that I've seen in media, actually.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And the fact that they didn't try and make a joke out of it. Like, yeah, some bits were funny, but just they would have been funny in real life. Like between those two people where they have the awkward moment and then they both sort of go,
Yeah, I don't feel like the humour was done at the expense of a character.
no. Sorry, there is a bug around my screen. Not going crazy. There we go. Yes, it wasn't at the expense of either of them, which is unusual and nice to see.
I love the dancing. The dancing was great, and the the kind of dirty dancing lift at the end, which didn't really work, and it's pretty much
Yeah.
just to the face, which was
Yeah.
hilarious. That was great. I actually like that as well. The fact that they didn't do all this training and then were suddenly like miraculous dancers. It was like
No.
very, very mediocre, but that made it all the better.
And I love that they like didn't get the top score, but they got enough to win the thing, and they were happy, and they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we got third!" And everyone else is sort of going, "Why are
Why
they?"
are they so happy for getting a 5?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, great.
Oh, no,
Nice.
it is good.
The other notes what I had was diner who's crazier, which is basically whether when they were in the diner and having their tea and raisin bran, they were kind of swapping stories of the things that they've done because of like bad lapses or because of medication or whatever, and then it kind of turned into a bit of one-upmanship, and then getting angry and leaving, and
Yeah.
him going like this against the windscreen. It's bringing the wind out, which is great.
I think people do that though. That's a real people thing. You know, oh, I banged my hip on the sink last night. I've got this really bad bruise. Oh, you should have seen the one I had the other week.
That's
Oh, have you
nothing. I
seen
cut
this
off my elbow.
scar? Yeah, this scar that I got 5 years ago. It's really huge. And look at it, it's still red. Oh, it's nothing. I've lost a little finger. People try to one up each other all the time.
I can't even remember what made her storm out of the
Uh,
diner, actually. It's just a bit.
it's something really awkward, and I think it was a misunderstanding. I can't remember that scene very well. Um,
I'm
like
trying to think.
she says, "No, you don't get to judge me."
Yes, yeah, that was it. Just suddenly passing judgment because they started with, I guess, maybe somebody trying to take control of the relationship a bit because
Yeah,
Pat was also asking questions about the people that she'd slept with when
yes,
she was depressed, and kind of asking her like whether there'd been a girl there as well.
yeah,
And he said like, "Oh, my wife would have hated me talking about this kind of stuff, and
yeah.
I don't mind you asking." And yeah, just interesting dynamics that they did between the two characters. So
Yeah.
I liked how that ended, and then the fight outside of the diner where she's trying to like physically
Oh, is that when they?
fuss to get him away, but then when it's kind of
Is that when they end up at the cinema? That bit,
mm,
the policeman as well, where he's like,
and
"Oh, so do you want to go back? Do you want to go and get a drink or something?" And she's like, "Oh," because the policeman like tries it on as well.
yeah, the whole thing relation to kind of that moment of her life where she decided to make these choices to sleep with the
Yeah,
whole department that she was in. And
yeah,
then I guess word getting round. I get the feeling it's meant to be sort of small town
yeah,
sort of. But then knowing that somebody was in that state, and then again, as you mentioned, taking advantage of that vulnerability, and the fact that he's in a position of authority as well.
that's
He's
what I was
meant to
about
be.
to say.
Sorry.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, the
Oh,
position of authority thing.
you know, he meant to sort of feels safer that the cop's there, but now he's like, I should go and get a drink, and this is like, ah, ah,
Mm. It's when he realizes who she is. He's like, oh, you're can't remember his name, Widow. Oh yeah, creepy.
you just because the first time that Pat meets her family, because they think that he's one of these male callers, and then
Yeah,
like the slightly balding guy who
turns up.
he's like, oh, she texted me, and he's just like, I'm gonna walk you back to your car, and you should leave now.
Mm.
Trying to obviously set himself up as, I'm a friend and not somebody who's going to be taking advantage of you. And then the many, many chase scenes as they run together or run away from.
Where she just appears from the hi or hey.
And it's always one chasing one of the other ones with.
I'm pretty sure it's always her chasing him. He does the running thing to get his mind off stuff and like to do exercise. And she just appears.
Hello. Can chase after you and argue. Generally.
Usually.
I haven't got any more notes other than just everything is so messed up. Why are these people giving marriage advice? Toxic. I think
his best friend and his missus give him marriage advice.
I think that was I guess maybe a conscious thing. Again, in the writing, not in just the movie, but to the extent of everybody's sort of life is a bit messed up, I guess. And the whole what goes on behind closed doors things, and they've obviously got. Did the best friend want to leave at one stage? He was like suddenly not handling the whole
something like that.
But then sort of getting over that. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be ripping your lungs apart.
No, it's fine. I'd be coughing even if I wasn't online. So.
This is true. I really like the therapist. The new therapist he got that was then there at the.
Yeah, no, I really liked him.
Oh God, what sport was it even?
The sports game.
American football? Was that what it was?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I can't remember. My memory is horrendous. But yeah, and they've got him there, being very happy, and they all end up back at his house. Meeting Pat's brother, because they had the camera thing about having a view on the hallway, and they've got the brother's picture up, but they haven't got Pat's picture up, or like it's kind of like fallen off the wall. Yeah, and they've kind of left it there, but they haven't hung it back up. And he meets his brother again after so long, and his brother's a little bit older, and saying like, oh, it's kind of good to see you, but I hate talking about all these good things that happened in my life whilst you being in rehab and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yes.
And bringing up the bad stuff.
Yeah, and just this guy is just clearly an asshole. And then Pat does the bigger thing. And he's like, it's really good that life is going so well for you, and kind of like, I love you, man. And there's an eye twitch. The brother has an eye twitch. Like, he's annoyed that his brother has responded this way and not like kind of flown off the wall and being like, you jackass, and kind of hugging, and the brother's like just thanks for that. But then that also not being focused on as a massive issue either, because you've got when they're at the American football thing and they meet the therapist and everybody else, and he meets his brother, and it ends up being, there's the massive fight that breaks out between fans and stuff, but like they get along all right, and he meets his brother's friends, and that doesn't become like a massive issue, and I guess that was nice because even though that was like a tiny incident, that was like you have when you've got mental health issues, it can affect you in so many ways, and it can affect how you interact with other people. But like, it doesn't make you this complete zombie, which has like no idea. It was nice to actually portray again that whole like normal moment.
Yes.
But were there any moments in the movies which struck you as like you liked the way it was portrayed, for whatever reason, really? After you've coughed. Sorry, I'll just click on a picture as you cough up a line.
Right, thank you. That I just liked in general.
Anything that really just stuck in your mind how it was portrayed?
Really liked them dancing in her studio in like her little garage house thing, where it was just sort of where she was coaxing him to do it, and he would bring the books with him and things, and they were both trying to do their own thing, but the fact that they had to like pull each other out of their shells and they're still not okay or there's still things wrong, but just being open and vulnerable together. It's really soppy, but
No, it's a nice thing. No, and a true thing, I think. I guess from the sort of romantic end, they have his one of his best friends from rehab. He was an amazing character. He should have been.
Oh, yeah, I really liked him. The one that tried to escape when
like, several times.
Pat first got out of rehab because they took him in the car and like, yeah, Danny's. I remember his name. Danny's going to come with us. Can we drop him off here? And then the people show up and like he wasn't meant to leave.
He keeps getting out, but we don't know how. He's just like, he just kind of charms his way through it. I'm meant to be here. But he turns up at Tiffany's and he's just like, oh my god, I have to teach you like how to dance properly because you can't. And he's doing some kind of the dance moves and he's just like, oh Tiffany, you're getting it. And it's when Pat's first, I guess, getting the jealousy pangs now, where his like feelings are moving away from his wife.
Yeah.
To Tiffany now. It's like, no, I think that's enough. I think she gets to dancing. I think you can stand there, and I'll take over. He was a great character, and also, I suppose, is released at the end because he's in the final scenes, or whether he's again, I don't know.
Goodness knows.
I like the idea that he just keeps getting out, and it's just like a kind of game of chase with with some of the people who work here. It's just like, yeah, he's been out for a week now. Not sure where he is.
Yeah, he's doing really well this time. We'll get him back eventually.
I can't remember what his issue was meant to be, actually.
No, I can't. No idea. But I think that's good because it's nice to see mental health portrayed as being, it's the person, not he's got this.
Yeah, not being defined.
Yeah, like this is this person. They like this, this, and this. Oh, and like as a postscript.
Yeah.
Not as a. This person has this. That's the end.
Seeing, but the person like on the personality outside of the thing, which people often, I don't know, maybe not so much with us because we've had experience, but I guess somebody who hasn't before had any experience directly or indirectly with mental health issue, if you hear somebody has a thing, would you think it'd be fair to say that lots of people will then expect that person to behave in a certain way because that was their first impression of hearing?
Yeah. But you're not sad all the time. No. We don't seem sad. You don't look sad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I guess going hand in hand with taking depression as an example, people say, okay, the way that you're acting now doesn't seem like you have depression. You know, like you said,
Mm.
you don't seem sad enough or whatever. Or they see one certain behaviour, it's just like, ah, yeah, but you're just lazy,
Yeah.
or you know, along those lines. So they take one minute thing.
Oh, you've just got to decide to be better. Yes, if only I'd thought of that.
You just or to cheer up, smile. You know,
We choose to be happy.
yeah,
Mm.
it might never happen. So much rage surrounding that thing. Ooh, made myself angry just by thinking that. But yes, so this, yeah, I really did enjoy this movie very much. It was good. I liked the way that everything was portrayed. Just the seeing them in their normal lives, it not made a big thing. And I suppose no, I can't really remember. Nothing sticks out with me. I don't remember finding any sort of problematic language in it either, because that's always a thing where something might go in with good intentions, but then use a lot of language which is associated with people who maybe haven't had the experience, and a lot of kind of throwing around crazy and psychotic and that kind of thing. So I'll let you cough before you answer.
Sorry. I think the word crazy was used quite a lot, but it was by them, as I think Tiffany throws it around quite a lot, as sort of a, oh, you think I'm crazy? You think you're not? Sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, well, if I'm crazy, I'm not the only crazy one.
Which, yeah,
Is
I
that
guess that's why it didn't stick out so much, because I know that for me at least, I will often use sort of words like that, crazy and I have and psychotic and so psycho from time to time to kind of describe myself. But it's one thing kind of using that language when you're the one that's going through that, you know.
and someone saying, oh, she's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
you're not allowed to call me that.
Just yeah, I have this experience of depression or anxiety or whatever, and then using the language crazy, or having somebody who's had no experience of that, and then them calling you crazy, I suppose. And they wasn't that sort of negative language being used by characters that. Oh, I guess that was a different thing as well. Is that the sort of supporting cast, although, for example, Tiffany's sister had some issues in dealing with her sister's depression and that kind of thing, they were overall quite, even with the brother and his side twitch and his annoying thing,
Yeah.
overall they were quite supportive. There wasn't any characters that were really angry about, you know, or wanting to sort of get revenge somehow or having a real problem. Like they were supportive family characters, which was quite refreshing, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, it is more like living with it than trying to overcome it.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I haven't come across that with that either. I guess in quite a lot of plot lines that you have just in movies in general, you've kind of got this, I guess, antagonist to force. But for the most part, they were kind of, you know, all on sort of Tiffany and Pat's side. You know,
Yeah.
this is an issue that you have, but we're not going to hate you for it. It's not, again, it doesn't define who you are. So that was very refreshing
Yeah.
and nice to see. Nice to see. Um, I've covered pretty much all my notes. I don't know if there's anything if you wanted to.
I didn't have notes.
No,
I'm not like you.
this is no, I'm not like you. No. Was that a compliment or an insult? I'm not so sure.
Right.
I know I haven't taken notes before. Only a few with one one of the things we've done before. But there was just so much. So there was so much I wanted to document on this. So with my Excelsior in big writing and just the dance. What? It's great. But yeah, okay. So I don't know how long we've been yammering on for.
An hour.
An hour. Okay. So I've got nothing more to say in the movie other than if you haven't seen it, you should go and watch it.
Definitely watch it.
It's you won't regret it. Just it's a good way to spend your time. It's a good way to spend an hour and a half or however long it is.
As with anything, you should go watch it with an open mind. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you do, hey, you found another thing you like. So
I think it's I guess as a way into maybe understanding mental health a bit more. I think it's a good bit of media to check out over a lot of stuff out there. Positive. We like this. It's different and a good thing. So I don't know whether you have any preferences for what we cover next month.
Ooh.
I also apologize for fidgeting like a mad thing, but I'm just really restless.
That's right, I'm feeling a little bit like that, but it's more lethargy. Like I'm just gonna go to sleep now. A book?
You in the mood for a book? In the mood for a book for the Christmas time? Just I'm thinking of something. We've got to do something jolly for Christmas, which will be our next episode. So. Okay, jolly thing. We can play a game. We're just going to play Uno.
Play a game.
I'll come up and see you, and we'll do like a live thing.
Come and see me, make me smile. Yes.
We'll decide. We'll do an update, and we will be coming to you next on the 12th of December.
We'll do something Christmassy and hopefully fun, and it'll be a nice surprise for everyone.
Yay! And then after that, it'll be back to our regularly scheduled last Friday of every month.
Yeah.
So, thank you for watching. It has been a delight as always, and we will see you next month. Give her a chance to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.